Hey everybody, there's a lot of deceiving labels out there that claim to be keto. You got to check it out. And lots of videos that are being made where they talk about keto this and keto that. A lot of them. But I can name a couple, at least one that I'm going to tell you about right now. And that is this keto frosting. Okay. I was at Walmart today, and keto frosting was in a lot of TikTok and shorts that I've seen on quickie desserts to make. Oh, the keto this, keto that. Well, the keto frosting and the keto cake mix. Well, just because it says keto on the label doesn't mean it's keto. It maybe lower than the average bear in carbs. But it's not low by no means in carbs. If you're on keto and you're trying to lose weight, you're staying below 20 net carbs a day. Really, for most people. Okay. So I picked up three different frostings because I saw this dessert. I thought, oh, this is great. I'll go get the keto frosting for my eclairs, and then I won't have to, won't be making my own, which is time consuming, just the consistency is already there. So I picked up the Duncan Hines, and then I also picked up the I think it was Pillsbury or another one. And I thought, holy cow, these things are loaded in carbs. It's not keto. They have a lot of carbs, and the serving size, if you don't, you gotta look at the serving size. It's not like as much as you can eat is like 2 net carbs. No, it's the serving size. And in most of the serving sizes, it is usually 2 tablespoons. 2 tablespoons. So it was like over 12 or over 10 carbs for this, half of those things. And then if you go ahead and look at the ingredients for the cake mix, and they tell you the cake mix was even higher in carbs. Now, and per serving, the carbs are calculated by the serving. So if it tells you it's 2 net carbs or 3 net carbs, it is 2 or 3 net carbs per serving. Well, way far in the back, I was looking at the shelf, and this one label popped out. This Birch Benders chocolate frosting popped out at me. And I'm like, that's the syrup that I buy. I buy the keto syrup made by this Birch Benders. And Walmart was like the only place that I found that carried it in this, and not all the Walmarts. In fact, the Walmart I was at didn't have the syrup because that's what originally what I was looking for when I saw this frosting. But this had the chocolate frosting. Oh, and the vanilla frosting had more carbs than the chocolate frosting. Yeah. So this one says 1 net carb. Okay, when you're talking net carbs. So, of course, I went in the back and I read what was in it. And then I read what was in the other ones. And, boy, there was a lot of junk in the other ones. But this one was a little bit better. Let me turn the light. And I thought this would be great. 2 tablespoons. It's probably more than what I would put on one of my eclairs. Okay? I would just put a little bit on the eclair. But this has palm oil, erythritol, coconut oil, cocoa powder, processed with... Hey, get out of there. She's trying to get my almonds. Get down. Sorry. Let's see. Cocoa powder processed with akali. And then it says there's a cassava starch, 2% or less of salt, and then it says vanilla extract, stevia extract, monk fruit extract, rosemary extract, mix. I can't pronounce it, but it's to preserve the freshness. But it doesn't have a bunch of gums in it, and it doesn't have a bunch of ides in it, and all that other stuff. So there is 7 grams of sugar alcohol in there. That would be the erythritol. Okay. And there is 1 gram, really it's less than 1 gram, of fiber. So that is a total of 8 grams. And it says there's 8 carbs in it. 8 carbs in it. So that means if you subtract the sugar alcohol, which would be your monk fruit and your erythritol, from the carb count of 8, and they didn't take away the fiber because they said this is 1 gram for 2 tablespoons. Whereas the other ones were much higher in there, and they had a lot of weird science name ingredients. Okay. The other thing I was going to say is I was watching another recipe that they said, use the vanilla pudding, sugar-free vanilla pudding, and you could use it to make this, and that. Okay. Well, you got to add milk or something to that sugar-free vanilla pudding. And those things have a couple of carbs in it. And you're not just adding like a tablespoon, you're adding like a cup or 2 cups, So now if you could make it with almond milk, but I don't know if you can. I haven't tried to make the pudding with almond milk. That's a good idea. I mean, I think I could try that. I wonder if it works. Just wanted to put that out there. So I can have 28 almonds, and it would stay at 28 almonds is about 3 carbs. Okay. And I can dip it in this chocolate, which is 1 carb, while I'm watching my TV shows. Because it's less than 1 carb. No, get out of there. A chocolate. Covered almond. It's just like having a candy bar.
Live your life within the moment, and don't go wait until the morning. All that I know is we'll get older. So let us dance this night away. We'll dance the night away.
It's Saturday and we're setting up to do a little garage sale thing. So got some stuff out. Still got more to put out, but we'll see how it goes. Some stuff is brand new, never even been used. Yep. I'm at my nephew's. I just love unboxing presents for other people. This is the Get Out Gear blanket, double puffy blanket. Oh, I have one. I love it. It turns into a poncho. It's got the snaps that let it be into a poncho. And I did a video on this before. I will link it up above so you can see. Mine is black, but boy, I should have got one of these ones that had different colors. They're beautiful. I will be donating these 2 blankets, one to LolaPalooza and one to WWR, to be given away. It converts into a poncho that you can wear around the campfire or just sitting out on a cool night. Feels like it might be pretty warm. Let's make it into a poncho. So it has the snaps right around the edges here. See? Depending on how big your head is. And voila. It's a poncho. Yeah, 3 snaps. It's got these little handles here. But now you have a poncho. You can walk with it if you're walking your dog. Yep, I'm all dusty. I am, look what I'm, full of dust from head to toe because I'm working on my birds. I'm working on making my birds, my PVC birds. I had 2 I needed to finish cutting out. They're easier to transport when you cut them out. Yes, they're easier to transport when you cut them out. So I decided to do it with a Dremel, which works much better than the saw, even though the girl that taught me uses a saw. The Dremel works much better, especially when you're trying to carve out the little feathers. Fins, I forget what they call them. But anyway, yeah. These are getting beat up from driving around, but that's 2 of my birds. And then I have another one I still have to paint. And these 2, once I sand them, I will shape them with the heat gun, and then I will paint them. Yeah. That's what I'm doing. What Hello, Rebel Watchers and YouTubers. I just washed my hair and I was sanding all day, as you saw, or if I didn't show you, I'll show you here again. But, whoops, sorry. I was not sanding, but I was cutting out my birds today. But I came to the post office to pick up a package. Oh, goodness. From my friend. I don't know what I do with my scissors. From my friend that I helped move in Florida, that I helped her stuff for those people that weren't taking care of her property, that were making a mess. My Boondockers Welcome. That's how I met my friends, was from Boondockers Welcome. Oh my gosh. Look what she sent me. Oh. Well, she sees me wear, Danny, yes. I wear these pajamas all the time. Oh my God, and I needed another pair. Oh my goodness, thank you. RV there yet? I love these. So awesome. Oh, awesome. Great. I love them. They're beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, look, there's another thing in here. This looks like oh, it's a night shirt. Oh, yellow matches my RV. RV having fun yet? Oh, thank you so much, Linda and Marin, her husband Marin. Thank you. I needed a new night shirt, and I have these pajamas, and I can always use another pair. Thank you so much. I'll have to give her a call when I turn this off. So I'm running over to my storage locker. Because we had a driveway sale at my nephew's house. So I sold a few things, and so out of my storage locker. But I had my luggage out there for sale, but then it didn't sell. But then I'm thinking, you know what? Maybe I really should keep that luggage anyway, just in case. You never know. I mean, I really don't plan on taking any airplane trips, but if I did take an airplane trip where I came here and got, packed and left from, Illinois, or I needed a suitcase, it's a good set. I used it, I've had it for a little bit, not very long, but it's in great condition. So I'm just going to keep it. And I'm going to go pick up my Harbor Freight solar panels that I used originally when I first started RVing, and I used to set them out. Danny, where's my case now for my, what'd I just do with it? Oh, here it is. So they're a hard solar panel. They're like 425 watt solar panels, and they have a frame on them, and you can actually stand them up. So I'm going to give them to my nephew for his chicken. I said, why don't you put these on your chicken coop? Because then in the wintertime, you don't have to, you don't run your electricity. I mean, you still will get some sun, and it doesn't take very many watts to keep the, for the water heater to stay on. So he can run the water heater so that the water doesn't freeze for the chickens, and the chickens are not cold. Well, I don't know. He said they're okay without having heat, but so he's gonna try it. So I'm see what he can set up. He's an electrician. I'm sure he could set something up. So anyway, yeah, I'm all excited about that. And I'm going to go to the shed to do that. I'm going to put a couple things back into my storage locker that I don't need to actually have in my van right now, So I do have some extra stuff in the van because I'm, collecting stuff to raffle off at LolaPalooza and for giveaway at WWR in Tennessee. So I really don't want to leave that stuff behind, even though I'm coming back here after the WWR. I'm coming back to Illinois, and then we'll be heading to Michigan for a high school girls meetup. If plans, you never know when plans are going to change. Sometimes plans change, and you don't know what's going to happen. So yeah, just a reminder, this week is the week to book your campsite for LolaPalooza so that you have a campsite if you're not on the wagon wheel. So LolaPalooza people, book your campsite this week for LolaPalooza. You're 5 months in advance. I think you can book on the 26th. You should be able to book on the 26th on the 26th of May for the 26th of October. Yeah. If you want to come the 25th, then you could book on the 25th of May so you can come and be a day early. Don't forget, book your campsites for LolaPalooza. It's going to be a busy weekend at Abilene State Park. Busy weekend because it's the weekend of before Halloween. Halloween's on Tuesday. So there'll be a lot of people wanting to go camping, and it might, they might be there last weekend before winter, but I don't know that Abilene gets that cold, and that park's open all year long for camping. Okay, now I'm off to the storage locker. Thank you, Linda. Have a great day and stay tuned for our next video.